How's it going, everyone? Welcome to another episode of No Reserves Radio. I'm your host, Angelo, and honestly, I had a really good first round of the playoffs. Other than, funny enough, the only thing I predicted wrong was the Jaguars, and unfortunately, the Jaguars were my Super Bowl team, and that's really unfortunate. It was the matchup I had the most hesitation towards because I guess it was the thing where I thought the Bills were the hardest matchup on the slate on the AFC side. So if the Jaguars could get past them, they could get past pretty much anyone, and that's kind of was my logic in predicting them to go to the Super Bowl. Now that they're out, now that the Bills have moved on, we have to, course correct. We have to change our logic a little bit. I think I might be going to the Texans, but overall, it was a pretty good day. Pretty good weekend. How are you doing, Alex?
Hey, what's going on, guys? So no apologies. I was waiting to hear an apology. I got an
For what?
FX excuse for half of your bracket being exploded. Because why should you apologize? There's a few things that you should apologize. One of which was predicting the Jaguars to ever be in a Super Bowl. That's like one big thing. You're throwing the reputation of the show completely off. Like the moment people know that a member of this show predicted the Jacksonville Jaguars, Tony Khan's team, to make a Super Bowl is just, it's completely asinine. Heck, not even make a Super Bowl. I think the craziest part is you predicted them to win a game in the playoffs, and they weren't facing the Chargers. So that's like the most bizarre thing that has ever come out in this show. Thankfully, that's just been completely dusted.
Time out. I guess I have to clap back at this. Did the Jaguars look like they belonged in that game? Yes or no?
Kind
the answer's
of.
Yes.
Okay.
Not even kind of. The answer's yes.
Okay. They were the third seed in the AFC?
Mm-hmm.
And the game was never really looked like it was going to be lost by the Bills. So, although it wasn't a proper domination, it was a pretty easy game for the Bills.
The Jaguars had the ball with a chance to go ahead late.
Yes.
What are you talking about?
Did anyone fear them to do anything? Because I didn't. When they got the ball, I was like, yeah, that game is over. So Josh did his thing. He scored the touchdown. And then the Jags got the football. And I'm like, okay, I can close out the game. The game has been decided. It's going to be for the Bills. Heck, it's that simple sometimes. So there's certain teams that you don't trust here. Like one of which, it's the one, it's the Chargers. It's another team that we really shouldn't trust any given day. So, and my bad for trusting them, because I picked them on the spread, and that was not good. Unfortunately, they didn't even cover the damn number. I only wanted 3.5. And then I think the one thing that you need to apologize for the most is just the amount of games in which you have said that I was an Eagles hater, because I stand in here and I said the Eagles are a complete fraudulent team. They're never gonna win a game this year, a playoff game this year. They're gonna get bounced in the first round. And he's like, oh, Alex, you don't know nothing. You don't know what you're talking about. You're an Eagles hater. It's normal for you to say that. That's never gonna happen. They just won the Super Bowl. They are God's team. They're gonna be doing all of the same things that they were doing last season, and everything's gonna be fine. And Alex, everything's gonna be fine. Was it fine, Angelo?
I will stand by this statement. If it was anyone but the 49ers, the Eagles would still be playing football right now.
No. I think they got the best matchup that they couldn't have gotten in the first round in the NFC. And yet they still got their ass beat.
We'll see about that.
This is a Niners team that can be easily exploited on defense, that is, because they have a bunch of third and fourth stringer at linebackers and defensive ends and defensive tackles. Yet the Eagles can't do anything. Like, there was a point in that game in which it's fourth down. You need to make a play. And Petullo calls the same exact play that he called on third down, with the same exact result, which was an incompletion. At some point, you need to understand that unless, I've been saying this for a while, and I'll say it again, unless Jalen Hurts and Nick Sirianni have the Avengers with them, they are completely useless. You know who they are? They are Black Widow and Hawkeye. I don't know if you've ever seen the Marvel movies. I assume you did.
Yeah.
But it's just that. It's the Avengers. It's like Jalen Carter. He's like the Hulk. Saquon Barkley. He's like Captain America, for example. You have a bunch of ballers like Cooper DeJean, for example. Heck, he might be Iron Man or something like that. And then you have the two guys that are just there because they're just there. It's like you could replace them with any other super hero-less powers, and the result would be the same. You take out Sirianni, you put in Stefanski, the team is better. You take out Jalen Hurts, you put in, I don't know, mate. You put in Caleb Williams, this team goes to the Super Bowl. You put in Trevor Lawrence, this team is better.
My God.
This is an absolute shamble of a team. The vibes are not here anymore. Jalen Hurts, like he was saying that AJ Brown and him are cool. Like AJ Brown is cool with the team. AJ Brown didn't even want to talk with any of the media. He like just said deuces to every single person in that locker room. Left day after. That organization is so badly ran by Sirianni that he didn't even have the balls to fire Petullo until like 5 days later. You should have been fired on the spot, man. You are one of the worst OCs in the league, mate. You need to be fired on the spot.
So time out. So then are you then going to criticize the Steelers for not having the balls to fire Mike Tomlin after their playoff performance and Mike Tomlin then having to mutually step down, quote unquote?
Why are we comparing this sort of situation? One of them, it's a team that just won the Super Bowl, lost very little amount of personnel from one run to another, and became a complete dog shit because this is what they are. Like, they lost one of the small piece of the Avengers and they completely crumbled. It's like Thor lost Mjolnir and all of a sudden, like, the Avengers just crumbled completely. That's basically what happened here. They lost a small part of their prowess. Like, Lane Johnson wasn't there and they lost an OC. And all of a sudden the team completely crumbled. Everything went to crap. So I think it's two very different situations because one team is still very good. They lost two pieces and became a complete mess. So like consequences need to be applied here. The other team is not a great roster. They have a 40-year-old QB, one wide receiver of note. The other two wide receivers after DK Metcalf are probably shorter than me and you. They have Arthur Smith as an OC, which, like, to this point, Arthur Smith is maybe an upgrade over Petullo. This is how bad Petullo is. But it's still, like, he has those weird tendencies of using, like, the 8th string tight end to make some of his passes. I don't know how the situation is comparable. Like, they were underdogs in that game as well. Not like, nearly a touchdown favorite in that game, unlike the Eagles, you know. And the Eagles just got completely destroyed. Like, they never were in that game to begin. Versus a team that was starting guys that were packing groceries when the season started. On defense.
They're packing groceries.
Like, come on. This is not a comparable situation. And Pittsburgh, I mean, like, Tomlin ended his resignation, said he was stepping away, and they were like, okay, yes, let's do this. You can go. Petullo didn't even have the balls to do that. So that one is on Petullo. Sirianni should have fired him sooner. Sirianni should be fired because Sirianni, the moment that you make Petullo an OC and you never fire the dude when all of the signs are on the wall, it's just completely asinine.
Fired, though.
He got fired after the season. He should have been fired on week 5. This is just a mess. I'm just glad I was right. Like, everyone can see it now.
The only reason you were right is because they pulled the 49ers in the first round.
They pulled
Had
the
they played-
49ers.
Had they played
The
anyone else,
49ers
including the
were...
Seahawks, including your Seahawks, they would still be playing.
Mate, the
Still be playing.
49ers have CMC on offense. They have no one else. Every other wide receiver that started the season died. George Kittle blew his Achilles at the start of the game. All of their good defensive players blew something in their knees or in their Achilles, on their legs, on their arms, on their heads. Something went wrong with them. Like, they have a ton of casualties. This is not the San Francisco 49ers that you used to. Like, you keep talking bad about our offense, for example. The other day you were talking bad in our chat about my offense, my Seattle Seahawks offense. We put up nearly 400. Yeah. We put up nearly 400 yards on these fools. Are about
to crumble like a cheap tent.
We put up nearly 400 yards on these fools when we played with them on week 18. The Eagles couldn't even put 300. Like, this is different levels. Okay?
You guys are about to fold like a cheap tent.
We're going to destroy them. I don't think you're prepared to see what you're going to experience. They're going to score 4 points or 5 points. They're going to be completely destroyed,
You're under the delusion that, like, Sam Darnold might be one of the best quarterbacks left in the playoffs.
He is!
Oh, my God.
And we have the best defense left in the playoffs. What are you on about?
I will give you Sam Darnold had a nice regular season, just like he had a nice regular season with the Vikings last year. He's a good quarterback.
Yes, you know the difference.
When playoff time comes, he folds like a cheap tent, and he's gonna fold like a cheap tent this Sunday, just like he folded like a cheap tent last year.
Yeah. You know how that's different? Because last year when he faced Last year, when he faced the Rams with a chance to be the number 1 seed with Minnesota, he crumbled. This year, same exact situation. He had one game, he had to win the game versus the San Francisco 49ers to be the number 1 seed in the NFL, and he went in there and he put up 300 yards on the Fools. That's the difference between this Sam Darnold, this team, this coach in Mike McDonald, this defense, and this squad versus last year's
defense is
Sam
the only
Darnold
thing that
and
gives
Minnesota
me pause
Vikings.
in picking the 49ers.
We are going to embarrass the Niners. We are going to destroy the Rams or Caleb Williams Bears, whoever comes in, and we're going to win the Super Bowl. The Lombardi is going to go to the Seattle Seahawks this year. You can book it. This has all been written.
Oh, sorry, Saturday. They thought so well of the Seahawks, they couldn't, have them play on Sunday.
Hey, works great for me. This way the Niners have 1 day left for resting.
Oh.
So perfect. Works out amazingly for me. You know who also plays on Saturday? The Broncos.
The Bills and the Broncos.
And the Bills. Yes. Both number 1 seeds will play on Saturday.
Yes.
There you go.
And you know what's going to happen? You know what's going to happen, Alex? Do you know what's going to happen?
Yeah, the Broncos and the Seahawks are going to go through. Both number 1 seeds will live.
Both seeds are about to be eliminated. Both the number 1 seeds are about to be eliminated.
We'll see. We'll be here. The Seahawks will embarrass the Niners. The Niners won't score a double-digit point.
Hold on. Let's see what we got. When I bet the line was 7.5 points, let's see what it is right now. It's down to 7. Such good 49ers, or such good Seahawks, that they had to push the line down because people kept betting on the 49ers.
I don't know where you took the 7.5, because it opened at 7 according to Vegas Insider. So maybe it went up to 7.5. Now I saw your bet slip. I'm telling you that maybe it went up to 7.5, and now it's back to 7.
Just saying.
Okay.
The 49ers are going to win this game.
The 49ers are going to get embarrassed. They were lucky to pick up the shitty ass Eagles in the first round. Otherwise, they would have been eliminated. If they faced the Bears, they're getting destroyed. If they faced the Rams, they would have been destroyed. They faced the Packers, close game. Maybe they beat the Carolina Panthers. But hey, they got the worst team in the playoffs. It was the Eagles, and they destroyed them. Good for them.
Since you
So
don't
now
have
I
a
can
lot of
stop.
time, were we
I
going to
don't
go
have a lot
to
of time.
these playoff predictions? Huh?
I still have a bit of time. Don't you want to talk
okay.
about any other game?
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought we
You,
were scrapped for time. I'm out here like.
no, I have about 40 minutes for you, 45 right now. So I think we're good on time right now. Let's do 15 minutes of playoff games on round one. Which game surprised you the most? Because I know you were sweating bullets on the Rams Panthers.
I was.
You were thinking that was it.
That was it for the Rams, yeah. Well, granted, I took the Panthers. I took the Panthers line.
You did. I also did. But you were sweating there because that isn't the Rams your prediction from the NFC.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No. Yeah. So that would be both sides blown up completely on your bracket.
Yeah, it would have.
But no, they lived for another minute or two. I feel like they're gonna be in big trouble in Soldier Field. But the narrative that is being constructed here, it's more like the Rams versus the weather.
Did you really like the way the Bears beat the Packers? That's kind of my thing. I guess I didn't.
It's
I
the
didn't feel
way
good
the
about
Bears
it.
always beat any team. They give up like 3 quarters, and then in fourth quarter they just completely unlock something in there, and they become the best team in the NFL. And Caleb, when it comes to the fourth quarter, and when he has to convert a fourth down, he is like Tom Brady or something. God damn it, the guy is just as clutch as they come. So, did I like it? No. Am I used to this at this point? Yeah, like this is the way they win games. Simple as.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't have any confidence in them in the next round, especially against a team that understands how to seal a deal. Like,
I feel like this game, if I had to change any of my predictions, it would have probably been this game. Not gonna lie. Because I'd still
which
have the
game?
Patriots go through, the Broncos go through, the Seahawks go through.
You have
I
such a boom.
probably would have swapped because I have Rams going through to the Bears. I low key want to pick the Bears. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like the Bears are just a team of destiny at this point.
A team of destiny. Well, we all
Yeah.
know how God's team looked, so go ahead. You can call them
Yeah,
the team of
but
destiny.
God left them. God left them a long time ago. Like even God saw how crappy they were. And it was just like it's the Andy meme from Toy Story. I don't want to play with you anymore. And that's what God did with the Eagles. He has picked a new shiny toy, and that's the Bears, apparently. Fourth quarter Bears, it's just a real thing. Can you imagine a Bears Bills Super Bowl would have been the most like boring game for the first 3 quarters, and then last quarter both QBs become Tom Brady, and it's just like both defense kind of suck. So you have like I don't know, you have like 16 points scored in the first like 3 quarters, and then you have like 75 points scored in the last quarter alone. It would have been an insane Super Bowl.
Yeah, no.
Then
I
the
hmm.
Patriots beating
It was just
Chargers. What do you think
yeah,
of
yeah.
that
Everyone
one?
saw that. Everyone saw that one coming. The Chargers are literally like down so bad that it's not even funny. Like, oh
Does
man.
this put a stink on Herbert in your eyes?
So that's what seems to be the narrative that's coming out that like, oh, Herbert's done. I can't trust Herbert. I think if anything, Herbert's the only thing that didn't look bad in this game. That's the weird part. Like,
Hey, he didn't look bad. I think the thing that is catching up on some people
I don't think anyone
is
expected. I almost said John Harbaugh. Jim Harbaugh. He's, by the way, new head coach of the Giants. Jim Harbaugh to spend 2 high first round picks on tackles, and both of them be on IR for this playoff game. So, I mean, I think it was just unlucky, quite honestly. They ran into a good defense. They were worded on offense. Like, I think Amari and Hampton is good. I think they just need to focus on the offensive line getting healthy, which should come naturally, but B, just get another weapon out there, honestly.
Did you see the stat line for Mario Hampton? I had to double check if he was
It
like
wasn't
hurt or
good.
something,
It wasn't
but
good. I know that.
I don't think he
I
was.
think he's a
Yeah,
good
he
player.
played.
I just think he had a bad game. Like,
Yeah, he didn't play a lot of snaps. He played like 3% of the snaps. So I don't know what was up with that. I know he was questionable with injuries for most of the week. But yeah, he had like a carry
oh yeah,
for
one
minus
carry
1
for
yard.
negative 1 yard. Oh, Vidal.
Vidal did
Jesus.
great, man. 11 carries for 31 yards is just cream of the crop, mate. That's just perfect. Now, I think the one thing with Herbert right now is that it's now it's a trend. Now it's not just an occasion. Now it's not just uh, something that happens often. Now it's a streak. Now it's like that's 3 in a row that he has lost playoff game.
That's
So at
fair.
some point you're gonna get the little tag on you that you're a playoff choker, and that's just not the best thing to get, you know. Now you
Yeah.
have to fight to prove that you're not.
I mean, at this point, then what is Lamar Jackson? A supreme
Well, but he
playoff
has
choker?
won a playoff. But he has won a playoff game though.
He's never made a Super Bowl.
Yes, it's quite different making a Super Bowl versus never winning a game in the playoffs. So I think that's why he doesn't have the reputation yet. And people don't like him in the playoffs. And he has won games, and he has won an MVP twice. One of them should have been
Justifiably one of them.
unanimous.
Oh my god.
One of them should have been unanimous. But no, I feel like Herbert is gonna get the tag here. He's not like looking like the best
No,
QB right now.
I think we're over exaggeration Monday time. Like,
I've heard rumors,
oh
and
man,
this is when you know that like people are going sour on him. So the rumor was maybe the Jets are in for him. Like throw 3 first-round picks at the dude. Let's get him. Like the draft class is garbage after Mendoza, with Dante Moore going back to college.
was that really just the plan? Why the Jets offloaded everyone just to get first round picks to throw at a quarterback?
A quarterback, yeah, but Jets fans weren't happy. And it's like, yeah, Herbert, but like Herbert isn't that good. Like he's kind of a choker, so we don't want him. So when you have a franchise like the Jets, fans of a franchise like the Jets, being like, you know what, I would pass. For 3 first rounds, I would pass on the dude. Like, this team hasn't had a good QB since Super Bowl 3. And they're like, yeah, let's skip on this dude. So you know things have soured on Justin Herbert right now. And to be fair,
yeah, I
it's
can't
kind
even
of
lie. They have.
it's justified because he is out of that draft class. He's the one that does the least shit, and he is the one that has accomplished the least. Maybe outside of Tua, but Tua gets all the shit because like system QB, concussions, noodle arm, all of those things. But like he has accomplished basically the same thing as Justin Herbert, and Justin Herbert is the social media QB, as Emmanuel Acho has once said. Like he gets none of it. Like Burrow gets the he's always injured thing, and like this season, what's the difference between Joe Flacco and Justin Herbert? you rarely see anyone badmouth Justin Herbert. And I meant Joe Flacco and Joe Burrow. What's the difference between the two? And you rarely ever see anyone badmouth Justin Herbert.
Interesting.
So if people turn on him, could be interesting.
I think we. I don't know. I guess just think you're being ridiculous. I think people give Justin Herbert hate. I think that like if he gets any leniency, it's because he is good in fantasy, and we have a bias towards fantasy. But Justin Herbert gets hate. You just gave an example of Justin Herbert getting hate. The same same people who are salivating over the idea of getting Joe Burrow's not like, yeah, we're good on. So
yeah, but that's right now. That's what I'm saying. Before this season, like he rarely got shit, despite losing to the Jags in the playoffs. And every other QB got it. Tua gets it. Lamar gets it, despite being a 2-time MVP. Joe Burrow gets it, despite going to the Super Bowl. And no, not Herbert. Herbert is always someone else's fault. So now it's the O-line. I think it's justifiably the O-line. But hey, it's a pattern. It's a streak right now. 3-game losing streak in the playoffs. And that taints your record. And it taints your accolades that you can have in the future. So if he doesn't course correct it soon, I don't know. I feel like the days of always going like, okay, who are the top 5 QBs in the league? And being like, Justin Herbert immediately in it. I think those days are going to be over soon.
Oh, those
soon.
days. I think those days are over now.
Overall, right now, looking at the teams left in the playoffs, I found something very interesting the other day, listening to some stuff. And it's just like, you look at all of the teams available, all 16 teams still available. No, all 8 teams still available. Winning a Super Bowl for any of these QBs will be absolutely life-changing at this point. And I think it's something that in the last, nearly a decade, we have not had. Like, let me go through the list. QB is still in the Super Bowl. Is still in the playoffs. Brock Purdy never won a Super Bowl. Always has that reputation that he's not as good. It's always the system. If he wins it, no weapons, it's going to be him. He gets all the praise. He gets all the accolades. He immediately jumps into that top 10 list that people usually don't want to put him in. So, life-changing for the dude. Sam Darnold. I mean, seeing ghosts back in the Jets. Just choking the game away in Minnesota last year. Not being very good with the Panthers. Reclamation project. Goes in here, wins the Super Bowl. He gets all the praise. He gets all the accolades. It's him. Stafford is the one guy that is like, he is already an Hall of Famer. He has already won the Super Bowl. So it wouldn't change much outside of like how high he goes into the top QB list. I think he would go a bit higher versus where he's currently ranked. But he is the one guy that like history won't change all that much for him. Caleb Williams, first Bears QB to win a Super Bowl. Just legendary stuff. Would just put him in like, he would go everywhere in Chicago and get everything that he wants. Like, the dude would just be insane. You look at the other side of the bracket. Drake May, winning a Super Bowl this young, puts him immediately in that Patrick Mahomes trajectory. Like he is with the Patriots. You're going to start hearing the Tom Brady stuff. Super young, Super Bowl winner. What can we have here? CJ Stroud, still a bit of a reputation of, is he the guy, is he not the guy? Wins the Super Bowl with the Texans. History changes for him immediately. Josh Allen never got over the hump with Mahomes. Always in the top 3 conversation. Rarely ever put in the number 1 slot. Outside of like fantasy and whatnot. He's never the one. The one is always Mahomes. The one is always Lamar. More accolades than him. wins the Super Bowl, he's right there. And then you have the Bills. Like, doubts about Bo Nix to start the season. Offense doesn't look great during the season. Wins a Super Bowl out of nowhere with the Broncos. Immediately gets all the flowers. So winning a Super Bowl for any of these 8 QBs would be sort of life-changing at this point. And I think it's something that we haven't seen in quite a while.
Yeah, because we're used to the Chiefs.
It's the Chiefs, it's Mahomes. Before that, it's the Brady for a bunch of time. And it's like, you never really take that into equation. And right now, any of these 8 teams could win it. Or I guess 7, if you don't count the Rams. And the history changes for the QB on that team. And I think it's a nice offseason. It's a nice postseason right now that we're having. Would have been better with Bryce in there, because then all 8 QBs would be like in the mix to have life-altering moments. But okay, I'll take 7 out of 8. It's not like the Rams will do much else. Okay, and that's the playoffs nearly covered, outside of Texans beating the Steelers, which was my one big prediction of things that would shock people. And yeah, that game, I think that game was closer than the end result. But I really don't have much to defend it. Aaron Rodgers looked old. They look like they had a chance and a lot of points in there to make this a better game than it was.
Up until the turnover 6, the fumble 6,
fumble,
I believe.
Yeah. That one was the one that broke the camel's back, in my opinion.
I'm kind of concerned about the Texans' offense, but like, you can say the Texans aren't going to make it, but you can't say the Texans' defense isn't good enough to be in the Super Bowl. They are.
Yeah, the defense is amazing. Yeah. The big thing, as you said, is the offense, because this Steelers defense still didn't show up all that much, and they couldn't do much of anything.
They did good up until like that back-breaking fumble. The Steelers defense was playing very well.
Yeah, they were holding the line, but I feel like they didn't really show the great Steelers defense of like last year and some things along those lines. They were mostly like an average defense that was getting stops. I don't know how much there was the Texans offense just being not very effective, because the stat line for shot is not great. Like 250 yards, a touchdown, and pick, 3 sacks. Not amazing. They were managing to run the ball in Woody Marks. He ran for like 9 yards per carry. He had a touchdown in there. They lost Collins kind of early, if I'm not mistaken. And then he came back, and then he got out again. If I'm not mistaken, it was something along those lines. Not great. Just like Christian Kirk went out and performed massively, so props to him on that one. But I don't think we can consider any defense elite when they allow a guy like Christian Kirk to go for a $144 and a touchdown on 8 catches. You're just not a serious team at that point. So.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I don't think anyone expected. Oh, wait a minute! Someone did expect the Steelers to win that game. I almost forgot.
To be fair, it was going as I expected it to go, which was low-scoring game. Steelers don't score much. Steelers get some stops. Texans get some stops. It's a very just dried out game, and it was for the most part, to be honest, because if you remember that game with 13 minutes left, it was a 7-6 game. Like, the Steelers score a field goal with 2 minutes left in the second quarter, and then the next points coming up in the scoreboard were like with 13 minutes left in the fourth quarter. So it was kind of going as I was expecting it to. I just expected the Steelers to get a bit more points, and I wasn't expecting the back-breaking turnovers that happened in there. So, if you take out that fumble, I still think I have a very good chance, but hey. As the coach here says, if my grandma had wheels, she would be a Mack truck, so.
It's a good playoff. What were but speaking of which, since I wasn't keeping track, what were our records for the wild card weekend?
Our records in terms of predictions, I'll start with that. We both picked the NFC correctly. All teams to advance, we picked them correctly. You picked two teams in the AFC correctly. You missed out on the Jags, of course. And you got right the Patriots and the Texans. As I said, I got all the NFC right as you did, and I got two teams right in the AFC, which were the Patriots and the Bills. I only got one wrong. And then on the spread picks, we went. I think we both had the same record. Yes. So we both had. So you won this two. You won these two. Right. Why is this mixing up? Okay, so I went 4-2 in the wildcard round. You went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You went 5-1.
And you went
5-1. I went 4-2. So I'm one down. But both with a winning percentage.
Par for the course.
Usually in the playoffs, I'm a bit better. I don't know why, but it tends to happen. That playoffs, I have a better record than regular season.
That's because a lot of times you don't have to pick like crazy lines. You don't have to worry about upset predictions. Generally speaking, like I don't know how to describe it. I guess the Panthers Rams was the closest thing to like a regular season matchup prediction. And did you get that right or wrong? Just out of curiosity.
We both picked Carolina right.
Okay, so then
my
we both
two
got that right.
wrong were the Chargers plus 3.5 and Pittsburgh plus 3. Your only wrong was Jacksonville plus 1.5.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Oh well. But yeah,
both on winning records. That's good.
I mean, for you, yeah. But
come on now, it's Alex, good for both of us.
Alex is still, he's about to enter year 4 after the season concludes. He'll be entering year 4 of trying to beat me in accurately predicting games.
You know where I beat you this year, Angelo?
Nowhere.
On being right about the Eagles. And at the end of the day, there's certain things in life that matter most.
I picked the Eagles to lose.
That matter more than the rest of them.
I understood.
And one of
when
them
the 49ers
is
were pulled, the season was over.
The Eagles to not be good this year. And I picked them, and I was right. So that's like the one big takeaway that I take this season.
They won their division!
And with this, we can now move on to the predictions for the divisional round. Wait, not the divisional round? Or is it? Yeah, divisional round.
The divisional round.
So again, as I was saying before, wait, why are the games... Did we get flex to the last game of Saturday? No, right? Oh, we got flex to the last game of Saturday. I thought we were in the first slot. I didn't think we were on prime time.
Yeah, you got flexed into prime time.
Okay. See? We're prime time team.
That's even more confirmation you guys are about to lose that game embarrassingly.
Now, maybe if we had Kirk Cousins, but now we have Sammy Biscuits, so we're gonna be fine.
So you got the modern Kirk Cousins?
No, I got my boy Sam Darnold. I'll be watching the game next. I'll put up the setup like the computer in the middle, and then I'll put my graded rookie hollow, rated rookie hollow Sam Darnold on one end, and then I'll put my rookie patch auto out of 99 Sam Darnold on the other side. So that's gonna be my shrine. And on top of it, I think I can put my Kenneth Walker rookie auto in there as well. It's gonna be great. I'll send you a picture. It's gonna go great.
I get off at 4 this weekend, so I'm gonna be able to watch every bit of the Seahawks being embarrassed. It's gonna be great.
Not gonna happen, buddy. Not gonna happen.
Technically, I get to watch. Well, I'll miss maybe the first few possessions, but technically, I'll probably get to watch most, if not all, of the Bills Broncos games too.
All right. So let's get into this. Let's make, again, as we did last week, I'll read you the lines and you can go ahead and pick.
Something tells me that the difference between us is not going to be the difference between 5-1 and 4-2 again. Just a little bit of a thought.
You cheeky bastard. Okay, let's see if you're right on that one. Okay, so first game, the Buffalo Bills at the Denver Broncos. The Broncos, I can get you the Broncos. Oh, the line flipped. This is interesting. So the Broncos opened as a 1.5 point underdog. Every place right now has them as -1.5. So the line completely flipped. Yeah. I'll go with the Broncos. I think the Broncos will win this game, as I predicted early.
Give me the Bills.
Okay, so Bills.
You're about to be really sad right now.
Plus 1.5.
You might as well pick the Bears too. You might as well rely on a bunch of teams that are shit for the first 3 quarters and then look good for 1 quarter. Like fucking hell.
Hey, the Bills also kind of look like shit for 3 quarters, and then they become good. So
I don't know. Josh Allen can string together 4 good quarters. I can't say the same thing about Bo Nix.
Okay. After that, we have the biggest matchup of the weekend. We have the San Francisco 40-Whiners versus the Seattle Seahawks. The Seahawks are 7-point underdogs in this game across the board. You already know. Go Hawks. We're going to completely destroy the Niners, buddy.
Give me the 49ers plus 7, and I think the 49ers win this game outright.
San Francisco plus 7.
You got my Bills plus 1.5 too?
Yes, it's in here. Afterwards, Texans at Patriots. Patriots are across the board the 3-point favorite in this game. Who are you going to go with?
The Texans.
Ooh, Texans plus 3.
I think they win this game outright too.
Oh, buddy, I think you're wrong. Give me the New England Patriots. It's the better team. The defense is worse for sure, but I don't know if the difference is enough to overcome the difference in offenses. I think the Patriots have a great offense. I think the Patriots have the better coach. Yes, I think the Patriots have the better coach. I think the Patriots can get the most explosive plays.
They got a revitalization season from Stephon Diggs, and after that, they got people that you would describe as janitors.
Kayshon Boutte is right now better than any wide receiver that will play for the Texans this weekend because Nico Collins won't play.
I think you're insane with that take.
I think I'm completely right in this take.
I think both
they have a better running back.
I
think you're asinine, mate. I think you're absolutely asinine. Not only do they have better wide receivers, like in terms of running backs, Anderson and Ramondre are both better than Woody Marks at this point. So I don't know what to tell you, mate.
So how many 100-yard rushing games in the playoffs did Anderson and Ramondre have?
Oh, okay.
Or Henderson,
okay,
sorry.
Buddy.
Go on. I'm just asking questions here. I'm just asking questions here.
They faced a good defense, unlike
an elite
Woody Marks.
Oh my god!
I said a good.
You're gonna be so fucking sad come Monday.
Hey,
so sad.
We're against in every single pick so far. So let's finish it up. Can we make it 4-4? And I think we will. It's the Los Angeles Rams versus the Winter. Because this is how the media is showing this game to me. It's the Rams versus the weather. And the snow in Chicago and the cold weather in Chicago. I'm reading that Matthew Stafford will will wear scuba diving
Played
gear.
in Detroit. What are you talking about?
Hey, tell that to the media, mate, in your country. All I see is that Stafford is not a mobile QB anymore, so he can't play in the snow. He can't play in the cold. My guy is out there looking for scuba gear to just go into Chicago and try to play football. So this is the state of things right now. This is not a good state of things. The Bears are they open as 4.5-point underdogs in this one. There's 3 or there's 4.5. I'll tell you what. I'll make the line because I'm gonna go with the Bears. So I'll make the line halfway with you because it's on the board. So I'll say the line is 4. I'll take the Bears plus 4 in this one.
The Rams.
Chicago Bears plus 4. And you have the whiny Rams minus 4. I just don't want to face again the NFC West teams. I want to face the Bears. Give me the Bears for the playoffs. Okay. Those were the picks. We're against in every single pick right now. So if one of us aces it, the other one is going to cry.
Good. And that's going to be you.
Usually in the playoffs, I think I have a better record than you. So if that should hold, we might have a surprise here.
You have a better record.
I think in the I would need to check that back. But I think I do have a better record than you in the playoffs. Which, again, small sample size, of course. But would be interesting. All right, those were our picks. Do you have anything else that you want to add here?
That you're down and that you're shameless Eagles. The Eagles will be avenged. They will be back next year, and Alex again will make excuses like he always does, and the Eagles will just keep winning like they always do. And
Did I make an excuse today? Because I don't remember making it.
Oh yeah.
I remember the Eagles giving me all the reason in the world by just being shit. So thank you, Eagles. You guys rock. Now go the aisle of irrelevancy. Thank you very much. So glad I have to hear Eagles fans saying they're gonna win the Super Bowl despite having like one of the worst coaches in the league. So glad.
Yeah, you get a reprieve from that for at least the next few weeks.
It's perfect. Eagles fans should never have joined this world.
Oh my god.
This is great. I hope they just hire another dumbass OC. Maybe they fire Sirianni and hire a coach. And that would be perfect. That would just... Okay. My little talismans are ready for Saturday, by the way. Let me just... My little talismans for Saturday. Let me send you a picture real quick. I wanna catch your live reaction to this. So I know I'm just holding up the show for you to not let us go, but I need live reaction on this. So bear with me, fellas. We'll let you go in a minute.
Is it what?
We'll let you go.
Did you get a Fly Eagles Fly banner? Is that what you got?
No. This is my good luck charm for this week.
You have a good luck charm? Well, after the results of this week's games, you're probably going to retire it, so I might as well enjoy it while you can. Oh, it's got what, 2 days left? 2 days left of use. So TikTok. Man,
This is just
Just
for
really-
this Saturday, and I guess
I really-
for next week as well.
I really wish
when you go to the championship game.
I
That
really wish
is
that
how I'm
someone
gonna
other
watch the
than the
game.
49ers were pulled. Someone other than the 49ers were pulled for the Eagles, and what the fuck is this?
That is gonna be
Why
how
do
I'm
you-
gonna be watching the game, mates.
You had this man son while he was in a Jets jersey too. At that, what the fuck? The man was seeing ghosts,
Hey.
and you had him sign one of your stupid cards.
This is I didn't get him to sign anything. This is one of the cards that he signed at the time. And yet it's a rookie patch auto, so I really can't have him in another uniform since he was only a rookie with the Jets. But yes, with my Darnold rookie patch auto, with my Darnold PSA 9 Sam Darnold optic hollow, and then with my little K9 rookie auto as well. So that's
You
just
have a
how
dog?
things are gonna go here.
I didn't know. Well, I mean, yes. Technically, dogs do not have hands, so that
Oh,
works.
but he's gonna catch like 5 passes versus the Niners for that one.
No,
You
he's
cheeky,
not,
cheeky
man.
bastard. You
They're not gonna
cheeky
do-
bastard.
They're not gonna do anything. It's gonna be.
We're gonna
You're
pass for
just gonna
another
be sad.
100
Like
yards on their heads. Just wait.
that's kind of the thing. Like you're just gonna be sad. You're just gonna be like, "How did I not see this coming?" Sam Darnold regressed to looking like a pumpkin again, since that's one of the things you say a lot.
Lies,
Like-
fake news, all lies. I'll use the same
he went
tactics
back
as
to
your
throwing
president.
He
Lies.
went back to throwing hospital balls. I don't know. This isn't the Sam Darnold I saw for 18 weeks.
Big media is trying to lie to you. This is not gonna happen. All fake news, all lies.
I'm just saying how this is gonna go, and then
No.
I'm just gonna be here. Like, yeah, so no one could have seen that coming, Alex. Not anyone coming, really.
We're one of the best in NFL, and
Right.
it's time to turn their name. So,
You're
okay,
about to get knocked out.
should we get out of here?
Playoff game. Yes. You have to go, right?
Okay. After all this slanderous behavior by Angelo, calling my team a bunch of weak ass squads are not going to be able to beat the Niners. After all of this bullshit, we're here and we're going to
go back
so
to
just
the
enjoy the
narrative of
ride,
Sam
fellas.
Darnold seeing ghosts.
No, we're going to go to the narrative
imagine
of
Sam Darnold seeing
Darnold.
ghosts. Sam Ghost, but they like cashiers in retail stores because that's all the 49ers have left. Oh, please, someone make that.
It's just not gonna happen, mate. He's gonna beat the San Francisco 40-Whiners. Don't worry about that. It's just gonna be like all those seasons in which we beat the Niners, we beat the Colin Kaepernick Niners. Spoon is to I don't even know who's the main wide receiver right now for the Niners, but I guess it's gonna be like Juwan Jennings or something. And he's just gonna drop the line of when you put a sorry ass wide receiver like Juwan Jennings on me. This is what. So, mate, enjoy the game because you're gonna be fuming when your Niners are just gonna be like dog shit, mate.
You're gonna be really.
It's Super Bowl time. It smells like a Super Bowl win coming to Seattle, mate.
You're gonna be really sad when they don't win a playoff game.
Just wait. Next week we're gonna be here. We're gonna be here, and it's gonna be a wonderful day. It's gonna be a massive win, massive day. Maybe the best day that has ever happened to anyone in this earth. It's gonna be glorious. Okay, So that probably ends it here. Thank you so much, guys, if you're still listening to this. A bit of a shorter show this week, but didn't have a lot of time, so had to do it quickly. But yeah, thank you so much for listening, for sticking up. So far, we're almost at the end part of the season. It's a divisional round. We have the championship week afterwards, and we have the little break for the Pro Bowl, and then we have the Super Bowl. So we're almost there. We're almost to the finish line. I hope your team is still in the playoffs. Unless you were an Eagles fan, I told you guys what would have happened. Don't be sad. Don't be sad because it happened, and just be happy because you were in that ride. It's never going to happen again, so hey, you might as well be happy for that one. If you're a 40-Whiners fan, hey, just be happy that you beat the crappy ass Eagles and move on with your day. You helped me out there quite a bit. And now it's time to go back to Cancun or something after we beat your ass. So lick up your wounds after the game. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. If you're listening on the Spotify app, on the Apple Podcast app, just make sure to leave us a 5-star review, turn on the auto downloads, subscribe to the show. All of that really helps out the show. And as always, guys, talk to you next week.
Peace out, guys. Jesus Christ. Your hate is just fomenting.